on the field. And Vaughn Hemingway, now Mark Stoops, kind enough to join us. So, Mark, let's start there. Kirk and David were just talking about pace. What is the best way to get the pace at the pace of the game the way you would like?
Well, that's difficult. I mean, if they're getting first downs, if they're getting chunks, they're going to go fast. So we got to try to get them off track and get them in predictable situations, slow the game down when we can. When they sub, we have to sub. But, they go fast. We got to get off. We got to win on third down. We know with the analytics and what he studies, he's aggressive. They're going to go for a lot of fourth downs, so we got to be ready for third and fourth.
Coach Paisan, how's it going? This is Pat McAfee. Obviously, it's been a blast watching Cavassier Smoke run the rock for you guys in that pro-style offense. Chris Rodriguez is back for you. Will Levis seems to be dealing. Where are you at right now with the offense, and does the media, local media, appreciate the run game enough now 5 years in?
Yeah, I joke about that because we ran the heck out of the ball, but weren't throwing it effectively. Now we're throwing the ball very well. We need to mesh it with the run game. We do need a spark. Hopefully Chris gives us a little something extra. We got to be more consistent in our targets with our offensive line, finishing blocks, being more physical. So we do need balance. There's no question. We want to control the ball some. We take our time and we're methodical anyway. That's our style. But the run game can help create some big plays in the pass game as well.
Coach, it's Desmond Howard. Earlier in the season, I looked at your receiving core and I said, this kid, freshman Dane Key, is a guy who's going to have to step up. And then you guys traveled to the Swamp, and he had a huge game against the Gators in your victory. Tell us about Dane Key. What makes him such a special young receiver and so successful so early?
Yeah, that's a great point. You know, he came in the spring, so we were fortunate to have him during spring practice. But we could tell right away that he was a guy that was very mature. He has great body control, great understanding. He makes competitive catches, as he did in that Florida game, as you mentioned, but he makes tough catches. So I felt like last week, Will threw a dime to him, and we had an opportunity. He had the opportunity for a touchdown. The defender made a nice job of finishing, but he's played really well for us, along with Barryon Brown, another true freshman that's made some explosive plays. And then, of course, Tavion's been a great addition as well at wide receiver.
Hey, Mark, real quick. Pollock and I were just kind of breaking down your defense against their offense. One of the aspects we couldn't really talk a lot about in detail was the tempo that you're going to be dealing with in defending. You talk a little bit about defending that and how you're going to be able to try to get lined up quicker?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a big deal because the tempo, it goes so fast. First of all, our big guys, our D linemen, got to get the call, get lined up, get their cleats in the ground, and then fundamentally play the game the right way. Because Ole Miss is running the ball at a high clip right now. Their offensive line is playing very well. We know their running backs are very explosive, and then they always have the play action off of it. So we can't play on our heels all day. They make it tough, but we have to convert on third down, convert on fourth down, and get some critical stops. But I think urgency, communication, and getting lined up is a big piece of it. And then, by the way, you got to go compete with all the space that they create on the field.
Mark, we appreciate your time and can't wait to see the game today. Best of luck there. Mark Stoops joining us.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.